Hi everyone, welcome back to CrochetRocks, to another open with me, and this one is for the latest knit now. It's the only festive mag you need with 46 patterns you'll love. It's got this Shaun the Sheep Christmas patterns pack worth £37, which is this here, Christmas knit kit. We've got Win, a luxury West Yorkshire spinner's hamper. Quick festive makes for all the family mega Christmas book turnover. And we've got gifts for Christmas, which has papercraft, sewing, knitting, crochet, cross stitch and more. 65 festive projects. Okay, sometimes in the past I've had these magazines, and where they've boasted to have stuff in, it's really just trying to get you to subscribe to a club. Well, hopefully this one's not, and it's lots and lots of patterns and things to make. So let's get it all out. While I'm doing that, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and you'll be informed when new videos pop up. That was my computer telling me that something's ready, so I'm just going to hit pause for a second while I just go sort that out. Okay, so I'm back, and here we have the gift number 1, which we'll put to the side, and this, the free gift number 2. We'll come to that at the end as well. So we'll just concentrate on this edition of Knit Now. So let's have a look. What edition is it? It's 147, issue 147. I don't normally say that, but I used to put it in the title. But I found it makes the titles extremely long. So I'm just going to try my best to remember to mention it when I do the review. So we've got a Paddington official jumper, which is really mega cute. Isn't that lovely? Don't miss winter treats. Win West Yorkshire Spinners hamper, Pretty Rowan jumper, and top stash busting tips. We've got the Shaun the Sheep patterns, the first ever knit along from Stylecraft, and if you can hear that telltale sign, that is the sound of my cat in the litter tray scraping away. But it's not in this room, but it depends. Sometimes it wafts, so I may have to pause it and go sort that out in a moment. Anywho, we've got festive knits packed with patterns. She's getting louder. To give this Christmas. She's scraping the floor, that's why. They never will get it in the right place. Well, she doesn't. Fab Christmas jumpers. And we've got garments in size 6 to 36. And that is UK sizing. So they're usually sort of a size 0 to something or other. Anyway, step by steps, perfect patterns, expert advice. All in this one magazine. So before I get into it, I'm just going to go and sort the cat, and hopefully that'll be my last interruption. Back again, and hopefully it's not too dingy in here. Earlier on I was filming a tutorial. It was so sunny I had to try and block out some of the sun, and it's gone the other way. It's really gloomy now. Typical English weather. Anyway, hopefully it's fine and you can see everything. I know that I'm going to have to move stuff about to get it all in the shot, but let's get in anyway. So we've got the usual welcome page. Oh my, that's cute. That is sweet. Is it a cable? It's hard to see with the cream colour, but it looks like it's got cabling. Looks like a little cricket jumper. How sweet is that? So we've got what was on the front cover. We've also got a shawl, and we've got another pullover. I've got some socks, cardigan, hat, cushion, nice big slouchy jumper, a cowl, another, looks like a very soft slouchy jumper, and subscribe to Knit Now and get free Sheepy's yarn bundle, which is there. Okay, what's new? Here's our guide to what's new and exciting about the world of knitting this month. So it was a back to school thing, so it wasn't actually in this magazine, I don't think. And this yarn is called Sprinkles, and I did get them to send me a sample a little while ago for my shop, which is CrochetRocks, and it's www.hobbyrocks.co.uk. I haven't ordered it yet to sell, but I'm going to because it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. and I love it a lot. And this reminds me quite a bit of the Muir Woods that I've made a hat with recently. Really lovely. It's not the same, but it reminds me of that a lot with this colouring. So we'll be getting some of that, so watch out for it. If you haven't found my shop already, there's a big old discount voucher at the moment for 20% off until Christmas Day. You'll find all the details in the box below, where all the gumph is. There's a link to my site, and you can cut and paste the voucher code if you want it, for 20% off of all non-sale items. So there we've got knitting kind of teacher. Gemma gives you little tips, and we've got just bits and editorials, which we won't read because it'll take forever. This is the Tartan panel sweater. Now this is quite nice, quite like that. I'll have to make it a little bit longer for me, but I like it. And it's got a plain back, and this goes from a size extra small up to a 5XL. So that's it's always easier when dealing with things like that in terms of size rather than size numbers, because we all know what extra small is, and we all know what extra large is, and 5 extra large. We always know what that is. But if I said to you it went from a size 6 to 36 and you were in another country, you wouldn't necessarily know what I was talking about. Anyway, this is the Stylecraft Fusion, and it's been very popular in my shop since I've got it. I've made a few things with it myself. It's absolutely lovely to work with. And again, on special offer because it was a yarn of the month, I think. Yarn of the week. Chainmail shawl. Chainmail. I guess that's the stitch perhaps along there. It's a triangular one. Sometimes they don't hang properly. But you know what I might do in future if I ever make any and I don't find it hangs nicely? The last one I made with this really gorgeous cello sparkly purple yarn, and it had some really amazing colours in it. I gave it to charity because I didn't like the way it hung. But if you get a few little fishing weights and just sew them in the edge, that would work. I only like little fishing weights, not a great big one, obviously. Likewise, a tassel with some hidden in would work. Shaun the Sheep Christmas, that's what's in our thing. And here's all the patterns. Oh, look, it's so adorable. Oh, my. Oh, I love Wallace and Gromit. And there's Gromit. Okay, so there's lots of them. That's just an advert. It's amazing, really, that we get adverts for Red Heart Super Saver in our magazines, because, you know, we don't readily get it available. We get a few shops now selling bits and pieces. Like I've got some American yarns in my shop, and we're getting a few in, but they tend to be expensive to buy. I think mine are actually quite reasonable, just saying. Sydney the Sloth sweater with his jaunty little Santa hat. He's cute. And that's from sizes 1 to 2 years up to 8 to 9 years. Not bad size range. And you've got a chart. If you wanted to convert that chart to doing in crochet, you could. Nordic Chunky. What's this? King Cole. Now, I've got some Nordic yarn, which is very, very similar. But mine is yarn art, and it comes in a massive ball. The way it's kind of wound on the ball, it looks huge, but I think it's a 150 gram ball. Very similar to this. Very similar. So that's why I didn't buy it, because I've already got a yarn very similar to it. So this is 8 top stash busting tips. So I'm not going to read them all because it's quite a lot to read. But there we go. We've got a male knitter up there. I like the hat with the pom-poms on it though, but I don't think that'll be in here. And we've got the Forever Cardigan, which is this kind of like dreamy looking one. It's a bit baggy in the sleeve for my liking. But again, that goes from extra small up to 5XL. And lots of how-to-dos. Ella Ray yarn, which I'm not familiar with. I've never used. Maybe I will one day. Join Knit Now today and get your free Sheepies bundle. And this is the Colour Crafter yarn, which I have used. It's quite nice. On a par with most brands, kind of big project yarn, if you know what I mean. not the dear stuff, the stuff that you make big projects out of. That's okay yarn, it's nice, and it's soft enough, but it's not their best yarns. So there we go. If you want to do that, this is how you do it online or with this number. So if you want to do that, and it will cost you $9.49 every 3 months or $7.99 for 13 issues. The Wonder Ball jumper, not Wonderwall, but Wonder Ball. Now I've got a song in my head that I can't get out. This colourful jumper uses a self-striping yarn to create a beautiful effect. It's actually quite a nice effect, the way that's worked up. It always seems to me that when they make something like this, it never sort of changes colour in the middle of stuff, does it? You don't get that disjointed kind of row. Raining now, guys. Pouring down, so that's why the sun's disappeared. Paddington Jumper, ages 2 to 10. And you get the pattern and tips, and yeah, it goes up from 2 years to 10. Quite a nice one, that. Isn't he adorable? He is. So what's this? This is the chart, guys. Oh, wow. Gotta love a chart, because you could turn that into a blanket, crochet it. You could do what you like with the chart. Offer hat. Ofer? O-F-E-R. Ofer. I don't know, but it's a hat. And there it is. Viking knits. Whoa. Just saying. Never mind. I don't know what that's all about. I think you have to order it. Order your copies now. Ooh. I better move on. Your knitting community. And lots of men featuring in this. Knitting. Knit Pro freebie. If you send off for it, which I don't know why, but I never seem to do. This is called the Cubic Cowl. The stitch pattern on this cowl tricks the eye into seeing fun 3D effect. Oh, okay. It does a bit. Look. I like that. That's nice. Oh, maybe I'll make it. I always say that. I never get round to doing them, do I? The Stefania Hoodie. That is very nice. And again, that is an extra small up to 5XL. So at least we know what a size 6 to 36 represents, don't we? New from Stylecraft. New season yarns. Excited to introduce some new releases from Stylecraft. This beautiful new season yarns and the first brand's ever knit along. Obviously, I think they might have done crochet alongs, but it's a knit along. I like the Bruche. I don't know how to pronounce these words. Cushion. It's kind of cute. I like the elongated kind of stitches, which, you know, if you were crocheting, you call it a spike stitch. 20% off knit and wear at knitlandwear.co. Just .co. That's unusual. Riley socks. Cute, colourful socks would make a perfect Christmas gift for a loved one. It's getting really dark in here. Hard for me to see, but if I put the light on, it'll bounce back off the pages because they're a bit shiny. And so there we go, the socks and the chart. Win West Yorkshire Spinners hamper worth 250 squid. Wow. That's at craftworld.com. There's always a competition at craftworld.com. Makes me dubious about them, really. You know, it's never something for nothing, is it really? Not all the time. Anyway, I don't like the sleeves on that one. As you know, I'm not keen if they're not out of my way and if they're too baggy. So those are both. But it's a pyramid jumper. Why is it called that? Because it's made a pattern like a pyramid. I think we're getting to the end. I reckon we've got all the abbreviations we do. Here we go. And what's the last page? Adverts for next time. You could hear the rain. It's quite loud now. That's the magazine. So let's have a look at the supplements. We've got, first of all, we'll look at it's got a little knit pack. Well, a little yarn pack, but it says knit because it's a knitting magazine. And that's the pack to make your Christmas knit kit. 32 festive patterns. But obviously, 6 cosy Christmas yarns won't make 6 patterns. So, it'll make 1, I guess, or depends what ones you choose. Might make 2. So we've got crafts for Christmas. Jam-packed with handmade creations to give with love. 65 festive projects to try tonight. Oh, so we can make them. Cross-stitch cards, pretty paper craft, crochet Christmas. Well, was that the cushion? It kind of looks like a water bottle, doesn't it? Festive bakes. Oh, I'm really interested to see that. Sew your own festive top. And, oh, he's so adorable. Cute kids knits. Oh, if that was crochet, I'd be pretty happy about that. Okay, let's get rid of this page. So inside the contents then, these are adorable. They're crocheted amigurumis. We've got gingerbread cookies and, well, there's all the things they mentioned before and more. So let's go and have a look. The Santa cushion. So that's knitted, obviously, and looks pretty easy to make. It's got a very odd kind of wry smile. That's by a Zoe Potrak. And Inventive Ideas by Joe Kill. Unfortunate name. It is. I'm going to have to zoom. Hang on. Yep, it says Kill. It does. Get more from your everyday basic dies and creative fun Christmas cards without needing specialist seasonal projects. So there we go, got the materials, you can make cards. And that goes on to the next page as well. Got die cutting magazine. And we've got some ornaments. Some more ornaments. We've had a few in different magazines so far. But we've got a little crochet wreath, a stocking and a candy cane, which is not very long. Guess you could extend it if you wanted to. And that tells you how to do. We've got cozy toes. Make your own perfect fit slippers using easy DIY tutorial. Ideal for cozy winter nights. So these are sewn, but they do look kind of squishy. I don't know what the soles are like. Maybe you could put whatever soles you wanted on. Perhaps it shows you. Can't see the soles on this tutorial. We've got a crochet Colourpop scarf, which I have to say is row after row of the same stitch. So you don't really need much of a pattern, just changing colour. We've got make a statement. So this is on making a wreath. Very attractive. And that's made, oh, I don't know. Is it paper? I don't know. I have to read it. Gather round. So this is the top that you can sew if you're feeling creative and sew in the sewing department. Cozy Christmas ideas. So these will probably tell you where to get stuff. Yeah, because that's a Christmas mince pie by Toft that we had in another magazine. So it is seasonal lettering. Wow. I've always been really intrigued by people who can do calligraphy and creative writing and make it look absolutely fabulous instead of a scrawl. So this is great, isn't it? I like that. You imagine like it's tree shaped. It's just perfect. Very, very good. I like it. Well, obviously that you can see how they're doing it with the glitter. Creative stamping, if you want to get into stamping. Lots of bits and bobs in this. So here we go. Gorgeous gingerbread. Gary absolutely loves gingerbread. So he'd want me to make those, I know. I might have to give them a go. Heavens to Betsy. When will I ever get the time? Silhouette scene. So, do you actually put this on yourself? What is this? This simple, effective project can be created using any recycled vase or tea light holder. It's the perfect festive decoration. Well, that's interesting. We've got quite a lot of things that are really pretty and useful in this magazine. So we've got a Clanger sweater. Again, it's not a sky moo, is it? This one's knitted, a knitted Clanger. And it goes from ages, let's have a look. Very dark in here now. 2 to 3. Up to 12 to 13. When I was at school, I really, 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 really did not like the Clangers. I used to come home from school and find them on, and no, I didn't like it at all. But people love it. Anyway, gift wrapping. Be creative with your gift wrapping. I used to do that, you know. I used to get my presents and make lovely pleats, and then I'd have an area of flat, and then I'd put a bow, and I used to do all kinds of... If I had a round parcel, I used to kind of pleat all of it in to sort of go into a... I was very artistic back then. I had a lot of time on my hands. Not anymore. Okay. Incredible cushion. So what I thought looked like a water bottle is in fact a giant bauble. Did look like a water bottle though, didn't it? Never mind. It's a bauble. Maybe even better if you had sparkly yarn. It'd be more in, you know. Anyway, taste of Christmas. What have we got? Peppermint brownies and mince pie flapjacks. We've got a couple of recipes there. And Christmas cards that are knitted or crocheted, and we have the chart, which, so if you wanted to make a Christmassy blanket, you could do a square like this, square like that. Always, I love a chart because you can just do what you want. Cross stitch card making. Now I don't do cross stitch, and I don't do it because my eyesight is so bad. It really is. But again, we've got a lovely chart for that robin, and a squirrel, which Granny D would love. Knit, purl and squirrel. Granny D. Doesn't quite sound the same if you say knit, purl and squirrel. Does it? But never mind. But would be a good chart for a crocheter too. Share the love. Lots of nice cross-stitch ideas. Celebrate Christmas. Add a personalised touch to your celebrations this Christmas with our festive table ideas. Yeah. Never usually an inch of space on our tables. Merry and bright wreath. This is crochet, so you could make it with pom-poms and stripes. And Trondheim coasters. Well, oh, they're kind of nice, aren't they? And if you squared it off, you could do that with crochet. But yeah, Trondheim coasters. Snow and ice cushion. I think that's sewn. Bit of sewing. I like this magazine. It makes me wish I could do it all. Pretty patchwork as well. And here he is, look. When Harley was born, he was kind of born and he was like a tiny baby at Christmas. And I went into, I can't remember what shop it was. Mother Care, I think. And they had 2 Christmas baby outfits. And one was kind of stripy, like an elf, and the other one was Santa. And I had to get them both. They were the most adorable thing, but they were fluffy, you know, and just beautiful. But this is lovely. I like this. So these are in sizes 0 to 6 up to 18 to 24 months. And there's the back. Just gorgeous. So advert for Crochet Now. And Warm and Night. So we've got hot water bottle covers, which are kind of, are these knitted or are they fleecy? Look fleecy, don't they? I think they are. They're sewn. Christmas Countdown. Make the festive countdown special this year with a fun advent calendar. Every year I think I'm going to make an advent calendar for my channel, and I just never get around to it. Textured tinsel trees. Oh, I guess it's called that because of the chevrons, which depict tinsel. I guess. Colourful Christmas. Create interesting backgrounds that will stand out from the crown on this year's festive makes. Not crowd. Stand out from the crown. Oh, now. This is Christmas Pajama case. I like that one. You could use it as a chart. This is for knitting, I think. Yeah, this is a knitted one. That's how it fits at the back. But we do love a penguin. Perfect biscotti, if you're into biscotti. I always thought it was stale. I always used to think, they're giving me stale biscuit here. Kind of cake biscuit that's stale. Okay, it's a date. So, this is all to do with making a calendar. I'd be more impressed if they gave me a calendar, to be honest with you. And free Christmas papers. The only thing that was any good in Molly Makes was the fact that they gave you paper. Never used any of them, but beside the point. Gingerbread helpers, they're cute. A little bit of amigurumi over the next few pages. And Christmas Eve presents. Santa, I was naughty, crossed out, nice. And more cookies for Santa. Ooh. Lots and lots of food in this one. Not good when you're on a diet. Champagne glasses. How to do the etching, I suppose. Okay, so that's it. All done. What do you think of that? I actually really like the craft magazine, but I have to say, when I was young, I seemed to have an insurmountable amount of time, you know, where I could just sit and do these things. And it never works out that way now. I seem to have less and less time. It's true what they say, that time flies by as you get older. It really does. Anyway, that's the magazine. I really like it, I think. I like the magazine. I like what's in it. I like the supplements. And I love Shaun the Sheep. So what do you think of it? Tell me. Put it in the comments section. Would you go out and buy this one? And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.